Hi everyone, my name is Wallace, and I'm from DS4. For this year, DS4, we were all assigned to work on our research in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Belfast is a divided city with religious conflict, which continuously affecting the reputations of the cities. Throughout this whole semester, what I find intrigued me the most in Belfast is the exclusionary residential territories and the alleyways. In the past, alleyways were used as an escape route for surveillance from the enemies. But now, it has become a darkness and underutilized alleyways in Belfast. It has always been a negative space, full of antisocial behavior. So Belfast government announced a policy called alley gating to prevent all antisocial behavior from happening. Even though the alley gate improved the crime issue, but it reinforced further community segregations, has led the alleyways to become a physical and invisible barrier between peoples and their communities. My project is called the Penetrations of Alley. The aim of the project is to break the physical and invisible barrier between peoples and communities by reactivating and repurposing the alleyways. With that, the interventions is able to reconnect the peoples in the cities. The site located at 4th District in Belfast, where it is against the residential communities. In the 1970s, the trouble period, the 4th District was having a huge scale of curfews and riot, where the environment of the residential territories has been significantly affected. Within the site, there are around 800 people living in a 2 to 3 stories high back-to-back terrace house with the back alley. The entrance of those alleys has been installed at the gate. Even they create a break wall to protect the communal space. Currently, the conditions of alleys has a really bad sanitations and always obstructed by the rubbish. The alleys has some puddles of waters after the rain. Simple to say, the only functions of the communal alleys is for the people to dump the rubbish and for the children to play. These animations is to portray the evolutions and then the scenes of the alleys throughout my research and design and also the project visions. The first part of the animations is the design of Infinity Room and overlay the Civil War period Belfast, which represent the infinity's barrier and distance of the peoples and their communities. The second part of the animations is the design and in the project visions of the penetrations of alleys. People will start to interact, break with the barrier between each others. The idea and concept of the design are proposing a permeations through box approach with create a new alleys crossing the communal space, residential area, and community facilities to activate the whole communities. Apart from the new alley approach, we purpose the existing house as a community facilities, which is able to create opportunities for the peoples to come together and having interactions. So here is the overall view of the whole project. The building program, including repair cafe, skill learning centers, a community kitchens and restaurant, and also a landscape design for existing medical centers and Irish language learning centers, community centers, a community garden house. In the design development process, first of all, the site was selected each of the natural part of the residential area. The second is the idea of opening up the connections to the different neighborhoods. So I decided to select the middle part of the house to demolish, and then apply the ideas of new alley to connect different neighborhoods and the existing alleyways. After that, we purpose the existing house as a community facilities and considers the purpose of the site, and also situate the program into different locations. The green element also is an important medium to bring life into the communities. It will be include a green roof and green balconies to the community facilities. Also the new pointer to the new alleys. A private roof gardens ideas could enhance the visuals of the alleys and elevate the communal space with the further interactions. Finally, situate some urban furnitures and vertical green wall to the existing alley, and then the new alleys to elevate the darkness communal space. With all this come together, the penetrations and interventions of the communities will be started. Here is the master plan for the project, showcase the whole penetration design of the communities. As this is a huge scale of the community project, I would like to pick one of the angles to present how this is really work in the communities and neighborhood, the Repair Cafe and Skill Learning Center. Here is a scenario set of Repair Cafe and Skill Learning Center, which illustrate how that works in the communities and also how people interact with that. So here is the overall drawing of the Repair Cafe and Skill Learning Center, as well as the narrative design of the new alleys and existing alley edifications. Here is the ground floor and first floor program of the Repair Cafe and Skill Learning Center. There is a cafe area and repair room on the ground floor and first floor. They both have indoor and outdoor space. In the repair room, there are sharing tools for people can free to borrow and use it. They all can access from the main entrance and also from the communal staircase. For the Skill Learning Center, it would provide three types of workshop, which about wood restorations, electronic, and pumping workshop. Also, there are second-hand shop on the ground floor levels, which selling all recycle and repair second-hand stuff, as well as there are provide a sharing working space on the first floor for the people to use it. They can share knowledge and work with others. Moreover, they both have a communal roof garden that create a leisure space for the communities. It connects to the private roof garden as well, with a small security fence. There are two types of private roof garden. One is only for the people to relax and gather, another providing a planting functions like growing vegetable and share with their neighbors. So there are two sectional perspectives that show the actual activities and the spatial quality of the Repair Cafe and also the Skill Learning Center. About the technical design approach, after the selective demolitions, it will generate much construction waste, recycling and reuse some of the materials like brick and also the timber as a part of this construction material. For examples, recycling brick reclaimed as a new paving block for the new alley and also the existing alleys. Some of the timber joy can be reused for the urban furniture design. For the structure, basically, it will maintain the existing party wall and also proposing a new steel structures and timber structure for the additional support of the new element of the building. Okay, let's imagine together. After a few months, the new alley penetrates into the existing alley and the people start to occupy it. How the community look like? Look at this. All the visible and invisible barrier will be breaking down. People start to occupy and bring it to more alive. See, repair and refine the communities, helping each other, doing exercise together, playing music with the neighbor. The kids use it as a playground. Wow, they have a picnic on this communal roof garden as well. Let's see the private roof garden. People use the staircase and railing as a drying laundry. The people doing BBQ on the rooftop, and also the growing some vegetable on the rooftop as well. Now you can see the perspective of the new alley's entrance and the Skill Learning Center. So here is the Repair Cafe. This is a new perspective of the existing alley. The alleyways become more alive. So you can see here the junctions of the new alleys and existing alleys and also the new community program interact with each other and people to occupy it. Before the end, I would like to quickly show the design and image about another junctions of the program and how it brings different life into the communities and the alleyways. You can see here the community kitchens and restaurant, and new landscape design for the medical center and Irish language learning center, community center, and a community garden house. Well, different functions and different program will bring different life into the alleys. In the future, the whole project will start a new page of transforming the existing residential territories into a model domestic life, breaking down the wall between peoples, that is, divisions. Here is the end of my presentations. Thank you.